You're watching Your Worst Friend, Going Deeper, Season 5. Today's guest, adult film star Rachael Cavalli. Here's your hosts, Matt and Shane.
You're watching Your Worst Friend, Going Deeper, Season 5. I'm Matt, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, a gentleman I like to call Shane.
Hey, what's up?
Go to yourworstfriend.com to see all of our other interviews and follow us on social media at Worst Friend Cast. Ladies and gentlemen, slamming my fist down on the table because today we're joined by a very special guest. I don't really want to slam my fist down, though, because then it'll be shitty audio, and you don't want that. You might know her from such cinematic masterpieces as My Son Banged My Wife 2, and I think this one was an Oscar nominee, Hot Wife Cream Pie 4. She's appeared in scenes with former guests who we love, Joslyn Jane, Linzee Ryder, and more than just a former guest, a great friend of the show, Crystal Chase. You can find her on Instagram at official Rachael Cavalli and Twitter and OnlyFans. And you know how bad we push it. Go to the OnlyFans. Sign up. All right. Throw money at these people. These people are working for you at the end of the day. So got to pay them. That's how it works. Twitter and OnlyFans at Rachael Cavalli. Ladies and gentlemen, join us in welcoming to the show the tantalizing, the intriguing Miss Rachael Cavalli.
Hello.
Rachael, thank you very much for coming on with us today.
Thanks for having me.
If you don't mind, let's start with the basics. You were doing something before porn, something clicked, and then you go, I'm going to do porn. What was that progression there?
So I came to LA to be a mainstream actress, like not in porn. I started off doing extra work. I was making like 100 to 200 a day. It was not cool. And somebody was like, you should do porn. And then somebody just hit me up on Twitter and was like, yo, have you ever thought about doing porn? I was like, sign me up. And here I am. Almost 7 years later.
Wow.
Were you an extra in anything we would have seen, like Law and Order or?
No, they were like commercials. I did like this wedding thing one time. It was like background for a movie. Yeah, it was really bad.
She's in support of all of the SAG-AFTRA people, I assume, right now, right? You're pushing hard. You're like, those extras need more money. Otherwise, they're going to take all my porn gigs, too.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, did you have any experience with any kind of sex work, or was it like straight to shoot? There's no stripping, nothing like that, no camming?
Nothing. And mind you, I had 4 kids and was in my 30s. I was like 30, I think, when I started. 31, maybe the latest, but yeah.
Is that when you decided to become an actress, or was it?
That's pretty much, when I decided to come out to LA and do,
Did you pack up 4 kids and take them to LA?
I didn't. So I actually came to LA, like just back and forth for like the first year, and then finally moved them out. So.
You don't have to disclose exactly where, but where was the former home state? Can I ask that?
Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Colts fan right here.
Are you? Nice.
Yeah. Big time Colts fan. There you go. So Indiana, is that small town Indiana? Again, no details.
Small town, like surrounded by cornfields.
So it's
always a joke and say corn to porn.
That's pretty funny, actually. I guess you don't get the same transition as if you were the high school girl at 18 who then goes on to shoot porn and like everybody knew you. But are you kind of like known in your hometown as like the porn girl?
For sure. It's like a super small town. I think my graduating class was like 200 maybe. Wow. So now how many guys that you went to high school with are signed up on your OnlyFans? I wonder. I don't know, but I'm sure there's a few.
Half a graduating class, I guess.
Yeah. Those are the first 100 that signed up.
Yeah.
Is there anything better? And maybe you're jaded to this now. No disrespect. Maybe you're jaded to it because you see everybody naked every day and this and that. Is there anything better than finding out someone you knew that shouldn't be naked and you're like, oh my God, they are though. Oh, I need to go see that. Right?
It is kind of like, oh, wow. I didn't know she was like that or he like that, you know? There is something, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I
Gotta
worked
get
at
an Amazon gift card so I can pay for this and no one will find out.
There you go.
I worked with a girl at Best Buy, and she was like very uptight and like she worked in the Geek Squad and she was a nerd and this and that. And then one day someone texts me, they're like, she had left Best Buy and whatever, and someone texts me and goes, I got something for you. And I go, oh, well, what do you got for me here? And he sends it over. And again, this super uptight, kind of snippy, would get nasty with you.
Ooh.
Let me tell you, it's actually a little bit better when they were mean to you, and then you get to see them in their most vulnerable positions. So they go, here you go, I got something for you. And he sends it over, and it's just spanking, it's spitting, it's rope play of this mean,
no wonder it's like aggressive like that.
yeah, mean, nasty girl. That's what she liked. Yeah.
Now, was she the sub or the dom in that situation?
Oh, she was the sub.
Oh, okay,
no, she was the sub. That's
wow.
Isn't that how it is, though?
That's a little plot twist, because I thought she was going to be the dom if she was like kind of, moody at work.
No,
isn't that how it is? People are like the opposite in the bedroom, right? Of who they are outside. Like, because I'm really cool and confident, and I'm the really funny one on the show, and I'm the one who keeps all the cool guests coming on, But in the bedroom,
but he likes to get pegged.
I like to cry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sit there and cry and get whipped on.
I love it. That's hot.
Let me ask you a question. Is there ever any improv when you're shooting a scene? That kind of came to me the other day. Okay, all right, but like
totally.
But I mean, are you following a director? Okay, so I guess you got like two different types. I don't know. In regular mainstream stuff, you have the Stanley Kubrick type, who's kind of like, this is what we're doing. All right, Rachel, you're bent over. We're shooting this. We're doing da. And then you have the more Judd Apatow type, who's like, come on, Rachel, I don't know, just like bend over and we'll see what happens. Do you have those types of directors in the industry? Really?
For sure. Yeah. You have like the ones that know like exactly what they want you to do when you come in, and then you have the ones that have kind of like a frame of what they want, but they're like, just improv it, just do this, or just do, like whatever feels natural. So you just go with the flow. I
think you shot with somebody that I feel like would be the Kubrick type. We interviewed her last season, actually. Penny Barber.
Oh yeah.
Penny Barber seems, and not in a negative way at all. Like the shit she shoots, it's not for me because I'm a scumbag. Like I like real filth. I've pointed out before, there's nothing I love more than a glory hole with like Metallica playing in the background, and you're like, oh, that's not licensed. Like that's not supposed to be in this. But Penny Barber shoots these like beautiful shots and lighting and color and everything. Yeah. Actually,
symmetry.
It's funny, Shane. Rachel here shot a scene with Penny Barber, who we've interviewed. We love her. Joshua Lewis, who we've interviewed. Mm-hmm. We liked him. And then, and then another gentleman. I don't know his name. We didn't talk to him. He didn't have a gorgeous body like most of the chicks we talked to. Anyway, so did you start shooting mainstream and then transition to doing OnlyFans stuff?
Yes, I did. Yeah, because I had like my OnlyFans account for probably a good year and a half before I even actually started like working with it, because it was just so much,
That's what I was going to say. Shane, I don't know. Like, do you want to plug your thing?
Oh yeah, like my wife
kind of relate to it.
OnlyFans, Kiki Filipina XO, look her up. Not you, the audience. Oh. But that's like a thing. I remember she was overwhelmed at the very beginning, where it's like you feel this like pressure to meet an expectation because you see all these other girls with loads of content and they have loads of fans and likes and they're getting money, and your first fan signs up and it's like, oh shit, what do I do?
What do I do now? I hope he likes this content.
So it's like completely different than shooting mainstream stuff where you're basically you're an actress. So what got you? What was the catalyst at a year and a half that got you focused on doing?
I think it was because what you said, so many girls were making so much money. And then it was kind of like, wow, why am I not doing this? Like, you know, and then I was doing like mini vids and Pornhub and stuff prior. And I was like, I should be like staying on top of this because it's like my own, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
So I was just like, this is stupid. What am I doing?
And this is no disrespect at all. It's hard work for what it is, but you ain't doing landscape in 12 hours a day. So, you know,
no, I have the best job ever.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I really do. It's allowed me to like explore other things that I wanted to do in life that I would have probably never had the money to do. So like, it's just been all around a great ride for me.
What's that? What is something you didn't chemistry? She bought a chemistry set. You got a telescope?
Right.
Yeah.
No. So like my partner and I went into nail business. I opened that last year. It's been open for a year. Then just like last week, I bought my first house, all paid for like an investment, like property, you know.
Congratulations.
Traveling all over the world, which I love to do. Take care of my kids on my own without having to ask for anybody's help. That's huge. And just be able to live comfortably, you know, and be able to go out and do things that I wasn't able to do.
Not have to check the app every fucking time you swipe your card to go like, how much under am I now? Yeah.
Yeah. They just go negative.
I just stopped checking. Yeah. That overdraft protection is awesome.
You declined. Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You go to buy a bottle of water from 7-Eleven and it comes up declined and you go, why don't I just drive this car into a fucking bridge right now? Like, yeah. Hey,
I've been there. I mean, I lived in Indiana with 4 kids. So trust me, I know what that's like.
Yeah. It's,
and you know what? That's the biggest, I think now it's what drives me to keep going is because I don't ever want to go back to that. You know
what though? You laugh at that. That is like kind of the American dream, right? You come up from a shittier place. Not that the place is shitty, just you come up from a shittier position in life. Okay. No, Indiana's fine. It's all right.
No, I had a great childhood. Like my parents were awesome. Like I can't complain about any of that. But once you start having your own kids and you have to take care of them on your own, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. You think you're just
my mom when she said, don't have kids.
Yeah, you think you're just going to figure it out when you have kids. Like I have one, not 4, Jesus Christ. But like you think like, oh, well, I'll be really cool, but I won't do this thing that my mom did. And I definitely will do this thing that my dad did, but not this other thing. And then by the time they're 2, you're like, holy shit, man, how did my mom not drown me in a bathtub?
Right. But I asked my mom, like, was I ever this bad? She's like, no, never. I don't know what the hell's wrong with these kids. I'm like, I don't either. I fucked up somewhere along. No, they're good kids. I can't complain.
And if you could, if you could answer this totally honestly, I'd appreciate it. But if you want to lie, I don't give a shit either. What was your view on sex work prior to coming into the industry?
Like I said, from Indiana, it's kind of like you don't really like talk about it really, you know what I mean? And the girl that's like been around the block is probably talked about the most. And everybody's like, ew, like she's gross, you know?
Sure.
So it was kind of big for me. I was like, should I tell anybody? Luckily, my ex, he told everyone for me. I didn't have to. Fucker. But no, actually,
best businessman ever.
It was actually a blessing.
Sure.
I didn't know how good to everybody.
So is everything like cool now? Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. When they knew that I was like safe and happy and, you know, taking care of them on my own, they're like, fuck. All right. Well,
yeah, that's all that matters.
Sex is just so taboo. Like you could be putting in 50 hours at a desk behind the cubicle.
I think about that all the time.
Where your back is turning to fucking dust because you're sitting the wrong way in a chair and your eyes are rotting out from looking at a screen. Oh, instead you're just, you know, having sex and getting paid more money than you would have in any other kind of job like that, right?
Yeah.
So you get into the industry. Now you got in at 30 or 31, you said?
Yeah, it was like probably 31, closer to 31, yeah.
Did they immediately put you into the MILF role?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And were you okay with that or
My
no?
first one was I was a stepmom, and the stepson came home to visit from college. So I'll never forget it.
Now, you said your partner. Do you have any real life stepsons? You don't have to disclose that.
No, I don't.
Okay, good. That's
Thank
good.
God.
Okay. Thank God.
No.
Would have been a goddamn tragedy. A sexy tragedy, but a tragedy nonetheless. So does that stuff, all right, that has become so prevalent over the last like decade, right? Like the stepson stuff and stepdaughter. And is that being an actual mother? You're not like, you know, the 24-year-old MILF that they put in scenes sometimes.
Right.
Does it ever weird you out at all? Did it weird you out at the beginning, or is it just acting?
No, it's just acting. Like I'm trying to get that paycheck and go to the grocery store when I leave because my kids are driving me crazy. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm coming.
I need almond milk. God damn it! I don't care how you're related to me.
Killing each other at home. Let's hurry up and get this over with. What do you want me to be? Just let's do it.
So let me ask you this, more about the OnlyFans, because once it started sounding like, and again, no offense, you started taking it more seriously, shooting stuff, this and that, which again is such a common thing. We also do a side show called Brand New Faces where we bring on new girls who are just getting into the industry. We kind of try and help expose them to our audience and this and that. And
not our penis.
No. That would just be embarrassing for me. I'm a guy on the radio here. I'm not like packing fucking 12 inches. Like that's not how it works. You don't get behind a microphone. It would be cool if I just stood up and it was past my knee and I was like, I don't know what to do with this thing. They said it's too big for porn.
I've just been using it as a mic stand.
Yeah. What kind of backlog do you currently have in terms of OnlyFans? Because I see some girls who again have like no content on there and you're like, sweetie, there is no way you're going to keep people if you have 6 videos and 12 pictures on there. But then I also see girls who are like posting on Twitter like, I have 500 hours of footage and I don't have anyone to edit this. How do I get this done? Blah, blah, blah. What kind of backlog do you normally keep?
That was my problem at first is I would do the footage and then I'd be like, fuck, now I got to edit it. And I would try to edit it. And I smoke a lot of weed, which is probably my biggest downfall sometimes. And I would get high and I would look through and I'm like, I don't like that part. Or, oh, how can I match this with that? Or like, how do I, and I'd like, then like an hour later, I'd be like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. Just put it off. So, and then I found some people that help me. They help me shoot. They help me edit. They help everything. It's been the biggest blessing, which makes me want to do more,
I pitched this to a performer a long time ago. Here's what you need. You need a simp army. Okay.
It's so true. You hit the nail on the head.
A simp army and a Dropbox account. And you drop it off and you go, hey, look at this titty now. If you could just cut that for me, I'd really appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right.
I feel like that only works for a certain kind of performer though. Like if you're like you said, the Kubrick type, like how much control do you have over the content that you make? Like, so you have a team that works for you. Do they just do everything, or do you go to them and be like, okay, I want it to look like this, or there's this?
Well, it depends on what it is. Like if we're like doing customs and stuff, it's already a certain way. They are the client or, whoever is ordered it wants it a certain way. So it's like, that's the way we shoot it. Now, if I do my own stuff, sometimes I'll hire like another videographer that will do it the way that I want to do it. Like if I have like, oh, I want to do this with this girl and, a certain way, it's a little bit easier. Whereas my other team, they kind of just like, we just go through whatever we have requests for, and that's how we shoot it,
Okay, that makes sense. Have you ever gotten anything in your OnlyFans mailbox that's actually gotten you aroused?
I like the sneaky stuff. So like anything where like I have to be sneaky, like I'm fucking you because we don't want somebody to find out that for whatever reason, does something to me.
That's the same for my wife, actually. Like I always thought,
okay, good.
I always thought like, oh, the reason she's more into these custom scenarios than into my scenarios is just because it's, you know, it's like all black guys and BBC and all this stuff. But no, then I realized like, oh no, it's that she's sneaking off to bang black guys instead of me. That's the whole appeal.
But I think, did you mean it the other way though, Rachel, from the other perspective, where it's like,
no, I kind of like what he's saying. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. See, initially,
even daddy scenarios, like where there's some that want, like, they want to be daddy. And I'm like, yeah, we can't tell mommy, you know? And I'm like older. I don't know what it is. It's just a sneaky. So that's what I've come to find out. It has to be about the sneaky, or I'm doing it behind your back.
Love it.
See,
That's awesome.
I interpret it the other way, and I could see the arousal of that as well. Like me messaging you, like, my wife can't know I signed up for your OnlyFans, but like I just had to, you know, blah, blah.
Yeah. That's hot too, though. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair enough. What's the worst thing that can happen on a set? Besides like the lighting coming down and paralyzing you or something, but like
getting impaled. Yeah.
I guess if you're working with a guy, the worst thing can be is like all of a sudden they've got through the whole scene and then they can't come at the end, or they just can't do it. It just won't work anymore, you know? I've probably had that happen once, and I'm very lucky because I know it's happened to other girls where they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, I'd be so mad. But
would you just use some Aveeno or something to fake it?
Right. Fake it, or cream pie, fake, you know?
Sure.
And then girls, of course, like the worst is you want to work with the certain girl, and all of a sudden you get there and you're like, what's that smell?
Oh,
what's that smell?
Damn.
What is going on right now? I probably shouldn't say that because it's like horrible to talk about, and that hasn't happened often, but it happens. Like, you know, everybody has an off day, so it is what it is.
Sure.
Yeah, your pH is not in your control, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's true. You got to roll with the punches, yo.
Okay. Were you offended when the guy you shot with that one, whatever it was, couldn't finish at all?
No.
Or it's just business? It's just business.
It's just the way it is sometimes. I, for some reason, thought that maybe he had worked that day or it was too hot. Because sometimes when we get overheated, they can't come right away. They have to take a break, and then, you know.
Those gas station dick pills will do that to you.
You're right.
These are pros. They're not popping in and buying Black Tiger.
I mean, we over here, I feel like there's not as many guys that shoot up as like Europe and stuff, because I think Europe is like very familiar with shooting up the dick.
What is that called?
I don't know what it's called, to be honest.
Where they put the silicone in their balls? And
No. You shoot it.
Dick hard, and it's like hard, like overly hard.
Oh, like a dildo with a metal rod in the middle?
No.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like, so no, I'm like, yes, it is pretty much what it feels.
Wait. Caverjet, I think, is it called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, I was just checking my Google search history here. So
that's not something I mean, I was just talking about this with steroids the other day, where it's like, even if you got a huge dick to start with, it's like, it takes a certain kind of man to decide, like, okay, that's a trade-off I'm willing to make. I'm willing to have bigger muscles, but a smaller dick, because I know what steroids do. And then the same thing with putting a needle in your cock to make it stay hard. That just seems like whatever the consequences are, they are so much worse than having a hard dick for a couple hours. Like the consequences far outweigh those benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
Maybe think about Christian Bale in The Machinist. He was eating half an apple and a can of tuna a day, right?
Yeah, and everyone remembers that movie. That's a good point.
I'm like, what is this?
Everyone remembers the physical transformation he had, or De Niro in Raging Bull. You know, if I go, well, I have a chance with Rachael Cavalli here. All I have to do is take this needle and inject it into my penis. I would probably be like, Yeah, no, is it a question? Is it in already? I don't know. What are we doing here? It's trade-offs. If you think you're going to win an Oscar, you file your teeth down like De Niro in Cape Fear.
Did he really do that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, he must have been going in for crazy. Yeah, he must have been going in for dental work already, and then
for sure. Or he's getting paid really good for like a whole new grill.
It's right? Hey, sometimes it's just dedication to the craft. Again, I want to step on set with all 4.5 inches hard. Okay, if I got to take a needle, find a spot to put it, baby. Let's go.
Jesus.
What, Rachel? What is a type of scene maybe you haven't shot yet that you're dying to do now?
I haven't done my anal scene yet.
Nothing, huh?
Yet.
No.
What are you waiting for?
I'm going to.
You waiting for the right guy?
She's waiting to fall in love on set.
I have to wait to get my asshole to open up for it.
Oh, okay. So
Training myself. That's what I'm doing right now.
So okay, you're training. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got? Like the plug set? Like what do they go from like 1 to 20 inches or something like that?
Yeah. I've only made it to the third one so far.
How many are there?
There's 5 in the kit that I bought.
Okay. Now, are you training in the sense of like an athlete trains every day, or is it like physical therapy? Like you forget to do it sometime. Okay. All right. Therapy. Okay. Yeah. A little PT work. I understand.
It's like meditation.
Yeah.
So does that mean you've all? Yeah, sure. Whatever this guy says. He's not the one taking anything in his ass right now. Not currently, at least.
Yeah, not right now. But I mean, as soon as this show's over.
Yeah. Well, we got another recording after this, so that'll make it fun.
About.
Yeah. Right. So have you not shot any kind of gangbang yet either?
I've done 2. Okay. But they were only 5. I wouldn't mind getting like 10 in.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Well, that's all. Yeah. Just get her some ice packs for the ride home. Sure.
And donut to sit on.
Okay. We do this game on here. Okay. It's called SAC. Okay. And SAC stands for Shit, Animals, and Kids. Okay.
Shit, Animals, and Kids.
Let me clarify.
What?
So, one of the first guests we had was Sara Jay, and Sara Jay has never shot an anal scene. She has no desire to shoot an anal scene. No. She doesn't do it in her private life. They've offered her 5 digits for scenes, never done it, this and that. Not something she wants. So we would ask girls this question, or performers, women, chicks, whatever you want to call them. We would ask them, what is something you would not do for any amount of money? And conversely, what is something you may take a discount to do because you like that type of scene so much? So inevitably, one of the girls early on would say like, well, I wouldn't fuck any animals. And we'd be like, yeah, but we were like, yeah, we know. Or they'd be like, I wouldn't fuck a kid.
I mean, we've all seen fucking Black Web. Come on.
Do you mean the dark web? The black web is that Spider-Man porn I just saw.
Yeah. Yeah, the dark web, sure. And then some girls would say like, oh, like I wouldn't fuck a kid. And we're like, okay, well, if you would, I'd have to hang up right now. So we call it SAC, Shit, Animals, Kids, because those are just off the table. We're not even saying don't include that.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah. All 3. Yeah. I'm not into the shitting thing. Although if somebody asks me to shit in their mouth, I might shit in their mouth.
Okay. Hey, okay. So what is something else that is just completely, do you have anything that is just completely on your no list where you're just like, for either my brand, for my body, for whatever, I'm just not interested in doing this?
I don't do like race play stuff. I don't do, I love oral sex, but I won't do the where you puke all over the dick and shit like that. And like, no. And you're not hitting me. Like, I don't like to be slapped really hard. And I don't want to be like kicked in the head while I'm giving a blowjob. All that weird shit is not for me.
Sure.
Not the girl.
Rachel sounds like my wife. No fun. No kicking in the head while they're blowing you. Okay.
I will give you the best threesome ever.
How would you even manage that?
I will bring riches to you. That would be the best wife, really.
Wow, she's pleading with you, Matt.
So then conversely, what is something where you go like your rate is here and they go like, we want you to shoot for either this site, this type of scene, this whatever, but they're only offering here, and you might be like, yeah, I kind of want to do that. Is there anything?
I like cream pie scenes, usually get paid more for them, but then like there's every now and then I'll get to like, do you want to do cream pie or do you want to do a facial? I'm like, cream pie.
Sure.
I don't know why. Like, I like it.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
It feels good inside you, it's all warm.
It does. And then when I leave, sometimes if it's a big load and it's like dripping out of me, I don't know, it fucking turns me on.
Okay. I think that's fair enough. Let's see. Let me ask you this, because you're around our age, right? So were you into porn at all when you were younger, or is it just completely
weird? I stole my parents' porn and watched it when I was younger, maybe because I was curious, but then I was like playing with myself too. So I don't know. But then as I got older, I'm like, I never really watched porn.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. And if I do, it's like gotta usually be like big dick. It's usually like a black eye, like fucking the shit out of a girl, where she's just like, ah. That's it. That's my thing.
Do you like produced or more of like an amateur kind of feel, like a role play scene or like a hidden camera scene?
Like the produced, yeah, because then you can see it's like cleaner. I don't know.
I think that's fair.
4K, yeah.
It's hot. Usually the guys, cut and
Is that a big deal for you? Cut versus uncut? Shane and I talk about this all the time.
I think she means his body.
No, I mean like body.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you meant dick.
Yeah. No, like I don't really mind. Honestly, sometimes I feel like uncircumcised is like fun.
You got to keep it clean though.
You got to keep it clean.
Yeah. You got to keep any dick clean.
No, I understand that. It's a little easier to keep it clean if you're not wearing a hoodie on it though.
Yeah. It's like when I fall asleep with a sweater on, dude, I wake up so sweaty.
Sorry, my dickhead's been in a sauna for 13 hours today.
Well, just the head, yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this again. You're around the same age as us, and we, I guess, have a little more experience going down to the porn store at 15 and buying tapes and understanding the nuance of it a little more. I really like the behind the scenes stuff. Let me ask you this. How do you feel, and we've gotten both answers, how do you feel about if a performer needs help fluffing on a scene?
Honestly, the only time that it bothers me is if like I really like the scene's going terribly and like it's a struggle to get through it. Then I get like,
Sure. That's fair.
Or if I feel like you're like trying to take advantage of the situation.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Just to get some extra pumps in me. I'm like, I'm going to make you suffer now. But like, if I genuinely like you and I'm like, the scene's going good and like, it's a good vibe or whatever, then I'll fluff.
Okay. All right. That's fair. So on modern sets, they don't just have a fluffer, right?
No.
Okay. I know, right? I know it sounds like my dream job, but
yeah, I know. I keep volunteering. They keep on kicking me off the sets.
I stand outside of the Bang Bros headquarters on my knees with my mouth open and just no one's getting the point, The
Bang Bros headquarters. Yeah. It's just a guy's house in Ventura.
I think they shoot down in Florida. Maybe I'm wrong on that. That's okay. I'm an expert. Okay. I think that's fair. I think there's definitely like a possibly taken advantage thing there, but sometimes, man, you're just like, please, someone touch my nipple right now. Like nothing's working. My day stinks. I'm not trying to take advantage of you here. Just poke at it a little.
There's a Ventura in Florida too.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
There's a Hollywood in Florida.
Oh yeah, that place is a shithole. It's almost as bad as the one in California.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's really like.
I got some fan questions here. Actually, you have a subreddit. You have a very dedicated subreddit. I think it's about 23. About 23,000 people follow it, which is not as many as your followers, but it's another avenue. And
I mean, it's a lot in a cult community.
Sure. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, they sacrifice things for you. They love you. Exactly. They're like, yeah. So this is a little segment we do called Ask a Porn Star.
Ask a Porn Star. Presented by Your Worst Friend Going Deeper.
This is from Alexander to SA. Do you enjoy the Amazon or standing missionary position?
Yeah, if it works. Usually a dick's got to be hard or long enough for it all to flow correctly. But yes.
Okay, fair enough. This is from Numerous AD 1802. I don't know. That might be a racist. It's
auto-generated.
Who fucking knows? Okay, fair enough. This gentleman just asked, could you please do more cuck stuff?
I would love to, actually. I would start doing that. Yes, I will.
I have 2 questions here from Haddock 312. Haddock, of course, being a fish. I think it was an angry girl you had on set one day, whose pH balance was off. No. What would you like to change about the porn industry?
God, those people that keep taking down our Instagrams and standing outside of our awards shows saying that we're all going to hell. I wish we could change that.
Man, don't you just wish people would mind their own fucking business?
They watch porn too.
Yeah.
After they're done, after they put their sign in their truck and they go home, they got something queued up on their fucking
on the black
laptop.
web.
Yeah, the black web. Yeah.
This is also from Haddock. What would you like your fans to stop asking you?
To stop doing lift and carry scenes. First of all, let me tell you, I may look like a stronger female. I am not that strong. I will probably throw my back out and end up out of work for months. Number 1. Number 2, I sweat. If you haven't realized how much I sweat during any of my scenes, I will probably fall out if I have to lift somebody up just to give them a blowjob. No, it's not happening. I'm not doing it. And when they tweet the pictures of me holding the girl or boy, whatever, it's because they literally got that one picture and I dropped them. Okay. Wow. It's not because I'm this strong, it's no shade on the girls that do. Phoenix Marie looks hot when she does shit like that, but I just can't. I can't physically do it. So
you're not strong.
I just wish. And I'm not going to the gym and taking fucking steroids and fucking pumping weights all day either. So
are you
hang that one up?
Are you taller, Rachel?
I'm 5'9".
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's why I come across
That'd be funny if you were stuff
like that.
It'd be funny if you were 4'11" and they were do more carry shit. Carry the body. Yeah. Make that guy dead weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Drag him out of that burning building. It's what the fuck do you want from this girl? Just look at her tits. Jesus Christ. Right. Okay. And then this one is from Odd Display 6080. Guys, better names. I'll tell you my Reddit username. Okay. Glory Hole Manager. That's an awesome name. Okay.
That's a pretty good name.
Thank you. You can go see me comment on the cults and everything else.
You handle irate customers at the Glory Hole. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the story behind the fling with your neighbor and how did it start?
Oh, my neighbor. It's just a friend, younger friend. Well, we became friends over the course of me living here.
Okay, fair enough.
And we sometimes just eat mushrooms together and have a couple drinks and chill, and sometimes we fuck, and sometimes you just go, "Hey, neighbor."
There you go, on display. You got your answer there. Sometimes they eat mushrooms and drink and fuck, and they're like, "Hey, neighbor, what's going on? How much with your?" Okay, he didn't say younger. Is it a young neighbor? Is that why? Okay. What are we talking here? We're talking early 20s.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel odd at all?
It did, like when I first started in the industry, and I'd get a lot of young ones, and then now I'm just like, no. Because, once you're past a certain 20, I think you just like, you're an adult, whatever. Even though you act like a kid. I act like a kid sometimes. So
we are sex worker, porn industry positive. But let me ask you this. Right. This just came to me. I don't have this written down. Has the industry jaded you to sex at all, or are you still able to have enjoyable sex outside of the industry? Or has it been a little bit like, I don't know, dude, I ride roller coasters all day. Like, I don't know if I could do these teacups.
No, because I think I've always been a freak though. I've always been like horny. I was always curious. And I think that's my problem is like, I want to see what you're packing.
Okay. All right.
And then I know right away whether it's good or it's bad, and I'm coming back or I'm not.
Fair enough. I think that's fair enough. Yeah. Shane, your question. Shane likes to end the main interview with a real basic question.
Well, yeah, we'll see if there's any on the docket. I mean, do you like piss or piss content?
I like pissing on people.
That's cool. Yeah, there you go.
Get really fucked up, and when I'm out, I might just piss anywhere. I kind of piss a territory type situation.
Those are my favorites.
Sure. Well, the next time you're out at a club and you're between two cars, watch because underneath you might be Shane's face. So just be aware, okay?
My drone camera, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be thinking about you next time I do that.
Thank you.
That's so many guys on OnlyFans pay for that right there, and now you can just clip that forever, Shane.
Right.
But you'll probably keep the clip and like hold it over my head and be like, I'm not giving you the video until you work.
Yeah. Well, I got to find some way to get you to do it. Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we had on Rachael Cavalli, right?
Yes, I said it.
Are you Italian in real life too?
I did my ancestries, and apparently I have quite a bit of European in me.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Man, I have always dated Italian girls, and they always drive me nuts. And I'm married to one now with the most Italian last name. I just can't say them. There's so many vowels in them, and it's curvy.
Silent vowels and G's and N's and shit. How do you do that?
I don't know. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've had on with us Rachael Cavalli. You can find her on Instagram at official Rachael Cavalli, Twitter and OnlyFans. Make sure you go and sign up. Okay. Even if you're broke, right now it's free. Whoa!
If you sign up your email to this new AI thing that I'm doing, it's free. You can get a month free. So just throwing it out there.
Before I finish the plugs, let me ask you: do you have any fear? It's a shame because I wanted to ask you some investing questions too, but do you have any fear of AI replacing any of you girls?
I don't know, honestly, but I know that I'm doing this new thing where they talk to my fans and it sounds just like me. It's freaky.
Yeah. Once they can start grabbing all your pictures and generating video of it, you know what though?
Would be hella weird.
See, I think you would still be okay in that case because it's your copyright, it's your look, it's this and that. It's when they start making a girl weird science style out of fucking nothing.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the real ones? Or are they supposed to be real live? Those things are pretty crazy. Scary.
Dude, they're getting there. They're not.
They are getting there.
They're not there yet, but they will.
I'd fuck them.
There's something weird about the eyes. in them.
And the hair too. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't felt the hair, but the skin is, I'm like, whoa, that's weird.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's replacing women. That's what we do nowadays. We just replace women.
Hey, they replaced us first, dude. My wife hasn't fucked me in fucking, I don't know, ever since those BBC toys showed up,
Ladies and gentlemen, today we had on with us Rachael Cavalli. You can follow her on Instagram at official Rachael Cavalli, on Twitter and OnlyFans at Rachael Cavalli. If it's free, go sign up. All you have to do is talk to her AI robot. And if when this comes out, it's not free, just go pay for it. How about that? Yeah. Let's go. Support these people. Rachael, thank you very much for coming on with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I was thrown off by her voice there. I was like,
she's a robot.
it's like every stripper that's ever talked to me. I'm like, oh, she likes me. Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. Stay behind this computer where you can't go totally broke. For your worst friend, I'm Matt.
I'm Shane.
Thanks for listening and watching. We will see you next week.